Yo, it's Guido, and I am back from vacation. I don't have any content, so we're going to do a garage shuffle. We had a patch, so I had a lot of content, but it got ganked by the patch, so we might as well just knock out a garage shuffle. I got some coffee. It's a Tuesday morning. Let's see how it goes. That's a good one. That is a good one. Small story, I had blood work to do today. Spent an hour and a half driving around. One place didn't have power, the other one didn't take insurance. I don't even know how you have a lab that doesn't take insurance. How does that even work? I don't know. But I gave up and now I'm enjoying my coffee. Is that TMI? Absolutely. Absolutely. Let's go ahead and get going with the old random number generator. So we know there are 10 tiers. We'll go ahead and give it a couple test shots here. All right. This one will be it. What tier are we going to play? We will play 6. Ah, very cool. Very cool. And the good news there is 6 will work for the new Battle Pass, the Mera Pass that's going on for a tank I know nothing about because I haven't even looked at it. But anyway, we did select that though. We are working on that. So tier 10, and we also know that there are 11 nations, and we'll start from the top to the bottom on the tech tree. So nation number, let's go ahead and give a couple test shots here. All right, it will be nation number, tier 6, nation number 9. Nation number 9. Let's go and take a look at which nation that is in the tech tree. Uno, dos, tres, cuatro, cinco, seis, siete, ocho, nueve. Is that right? Yes. All right. It is the Polish? Yes, Polish. And there's not a lot of choice at tier 6. It is, no, that's not true. There is a premium there, but I do like to go ahead and look into the garage and we'll sort all this stuff by tier 6 and Polish and just see if there's not maybe an extra tank in there. There is not. So there is a whole 3 tanks. What that means is now we're going to go back over to the random number generator. We will call up here. We'll say there are 3 tanks. We're going to give it a couple test shots here. So Buggy is 1, Pudel is 2, Habicha is number 3 at tier 6 with the Polish tanks. Couple test shots. All right, here we go. This is the one. Number, I think it's 2. I think I clicked. I did. All right, number 2. I don't know. Did it? Hard to, see, you find these little things when you go through this whole process. You know, there's only 3 there, so high percentage chance, relatively anyway, of getting the same number. And I believe I clicked, so we're going with number 2, which is the Pudel, a tank I quite like. Actually, did my 100 battle challenge in it recently. So give me a second to go set this thing up. Here, take a look at it. There we go. Get that off the screen, and that is the tank we will play for today's garage shuffle. All right. Hold on. Well, okay, my friends, I don't know if you noticed that. You can go back in the video to see what I had it set up with, but I did get rid of the IRM and I put the turbocharger, which reminds me I want to swing. I'm going to actually put that into the mobility slot so we get a little more turbocharginess. This thing is a pretty good ramming tank, so we're just goofing around today anyway. So I got rid of the IRM. We're going with vents. We have a rammer and we have a turbocharge ski in there. 57 regular rounds, 20 APCR, and 4 HE. We're running large kits, and we'll run a fire extinguisher since it is a German tank here. The crew is decent. Actually, I need to get in here and fix this, although, to be honest, it looks like the situational awareness doesn't work with him because there's actually a radio operator. These guys are set up for the 40 TP, so it's not perfect here. You can see that the 40 TP was one of the other possibilities on the tanks. I just accepted that while I was going through. So what we're going to do here is just pick something else. Looks like I have an extra skill, so certainly we'll go for Recon, which is a commander skill. We're not going to worry about the fact that we're losing a little bit on the commander right there, because unfortunately in the 40 TP, the radio operator is the commander, and then that skill will work. So with the way the cruiser's set up, sometimes you got to deal with that. What that gives us is a 135 alpha, no change on stats in terms of the vents and such with that, but pens at 150 with the gold round. We're going to get a -8 gun depression. We've got 2,336 DPM, which is pretty good. Come down here, we got 940 hit points. You could put hardening on this tank. It's kind of a heavy at tier 6, to be quite honest. It's got good hit points. Not quite heavy, but not bad. You could put hardening on this thing. Would also maybe help with ramming if that's what you were trying to do out there. 85 hull armor, 100 on the turret armor. Mobility with the turbo gets us up to 60, which is pretty tasty. 23 backwards, good for the peak and boom kind of stuff. And we'll come down here with a 408 view range. We could put optics on this. Might be something you want to think about in terms of view range, but it is tier 6. So there you go. And that, look at the signal range. That's really important. Keep that in mind. That doesn't mean anything in this game. Mostly about, what, tier 3 and above or so, something like that. Would be pretty cool if they would sort that out and make it worth something. All right, let's jump into a game and see how we do. Okay, we got Pilsendorf, Himmels Pilsendorf spawned into the south. An all tier 6 battle, which is quite tasty, but we are facing a T-29 Tiger P. A couple heavies up there. We actually get a Tiger 1 and they get a 25-2, but we've got the M2Y and a 45. I don't know if there's much of an advantage either way up there. You'll notice, obviously, as I was talking about, I've got the rammer, the turbo, and the vents. I would say at tier 6, there's a lot of options in there, guys. I think the IRM is pretty good for this tank. Hardening, as I discussed, you could put optics, so really, tier 6, I think because tier 6 is a little more wide open in the game, that there are more how would I put this? There are more non-optimized setups for tanks that will work for you than maybe at the higher tiers. A lot of times you get to some of those higher tiers, and it's fairly specific, the stuff you want to put on the tank and have it set up with. You get to the lower tiers, it's a little more wide open, so there's kind of some more options. I kind of like that, actually, about the game. I'm actually shooting freaking gold rounds to knock this down. I'm very surprised I didn't catch anybody crossing it. They all went the long way, which is smart. Okay, so the T-29 is going in there. I really don't want to try to face him, to be honest. Trying to peek-a-boom a T-29 at tier 6 is probably dumb. And I said earlier, I know someone's already typed it in. If you typed it in, it's okay. It's fine. If you're already typed in, you're an idiot. It's a tier 7 and 6 battle. Noted. Correct. I was wrong. Oh, man, the interwebs. You gotta love it. So, we've got the heavies all over here with me backing them up, which that's acceptable. See if we can find these dudes. If they get a little bored, they might peek in here and start looking for us. The Tiger P is over there, which is very interesting. I don't think I can cross. What is this Tiger doing? Seriously, what is he doing? He's AFK, great. Pretty good player, actually. He's got it 2 mark. No, he's shooting. Oh, he's got shots at the T-29. That's... Alright, so that's a position I was not aware of. He is clearly... Like, he must just barely be peeking over that rubble right there. Very interesting. Alright. This dude might come around the corner and give me a shot here. I'm worried about crossing because that, yeah, it looks like the T-29 does have shots. Though I probably could have moved right there. T-29's taking some hits. Alright, let's swing around. The M2 doesn't have any shots. All right, let's go take a look down the 1-2 line. We lost 2 scouts over there. That's not good. So now I'm worried about the 9-0 line quite a bit, actually. Okay, there's a dude coming in here like this. Come around the corner, fella. Very nice. Oh! That sucked. Oh, this dude just thumping me, isn't he? Well, I just lost a lot of hit points right there. Pretty poor gameplay. I sort of stood in and let them have shots. Alright, that's good. 12T took a beating. I like that. Is this dude going to be sitting here? Bad side scraping.
One of our tracks is damaged.
Great. He is there, and he got a shot because only my back end stuck around. That's alright. So we only damaged a track. Let's swing around this way. You got to watch those T-25s with the autoloaders, guys. They will brutalize you. It feels like they're not doing much, but they will absolutely hammer you, man. Absolutely. That's pretty nice. I like that. 45 TP will get in there and find that guy. There we go. Let's go ahead and get rid of that for him. There you go, buddy. I like it. I will take the assist, even though I'm not doing much damage. Alright, the 1-2 line is held. There's a T-37 hanging out back there. The question is how many TDs are up there. And I'm really just going to get hammered if I get seen. Somebody took a stab. That was the Tiger. We do need to be careful. Okay, so someone up there saw me. This guy might start lighting for us. That T-37's probably up in those bushes there. One of the Arties at least is up there. Didn't really get me seen. They're pushing the Skoda, which is good. KVT's over there waiting to derp somebody. Whatever saw me didn't see me the second time, which is very strange. Tiger's changed his mind. He's maybe thinking about going back. Can I get this KV2 dead without getting shot in the side? Okay, there's my buddy, the T-25 guy. Just back out of that. T-37's down in the ditch. I don't want to go where the 45 TP is because of the artillery. Man, if somebody can go get some lights on these guys, that would be amazing. Whatever we're going. Let's do it. This is the part where we get a little over rambunctious. I don't know. Should I really be shooting him? Probably not. Oh, how did the Skoda get a piece of me? That's amazing. Good on him. Oh, because he sees me. That's why. But that guy just really... He made a living out of sitting back sniping, didn't he? It's alright. We got him. He's dead. Alright, there goes one Artie. Two Artie. Alright, we're going to swing this way because it looks like the other Artie's not there. So not an amazing game. We're at 494 damage, 113 assists. Yep, there's the Artie shot coming in. Looks like the 25-2 is up top. JPZ is hanging out down lower. Is he still in amongst all that stuff? It's hard to tell. Oh, what do we got? Oh, we got him lit. Nice. Oh, fire. That'll help out the hit points just a bit. I like it. I like it. Alright, there's three of them. There's a buggy. It looks like he's pushed in. I'll get a shot on this guy. Yes. Right there where I can shoot him. Oh, that hurt. Double tapped. What? All those guys out there. Maybe I should not have stopped. I think I should have pushed up. Yeah. Should have pushed up underneath here and not let him. And it looks like the stupid Panzer IV is actually looking at me. That is amazing. It's going to be a win, though. We're at 917 damage, 231 assists. There we go. Not bad. Not bad. Not great. 1,100 and some change total. Let's jump back into the garage. Take a look at the results. Good to be back. That was the first game. Actually, no kidding, legally the first game after a week off. Himmels-Pilsendorf. We end up 4th in XP. Pretty far down in terms of damage. I don't know what, mid. Yeah, not too great. 14 shots, 7 hit, 6 pens. Looks like the damage was correct at 915, at least in game. We got 548 assists, which is okay. The fire on the artillery really helped us out a bit. We're not going to apply that. Oh, there you go, Pudel. Pudel. Kind of unfortunate. You guys have seen me play the Pudel quite a bit in the last year because I did the 100 Battle Challenge on it, so it's not really a... it's not really unique, but I will say that the Tier 6 premium kind of stock Panthers are really good tanks. They're a lot of fun. They actually are quite good. I liked the speed of that thing with the turbo. I didn't play it with the turbo when I did the 100 Battle Challenge. Other equipment, like we were saying, I sort of talked a little bit about it. If you're thinking about other stuff, I mean, IA would be useful. 0.32 is pretty good on the dispersion, but an IA would make it a little more accurate. You are shooting a lot, so more accuracy is nice. I think the IRM as a player, you could do that. IA as a player. Rammer, you could almost... You can get away without the rammer at that tier because of its fast reload anyway, but I just like the extra is really nice. Just kind of gives it a little bit more DPM. But if you wanted to use something else, say you were going to do a ram build, so you could do a turbocharge, maybe you do hardening on that, maybe IRM to help with the maneuver as you're going in to get the ram, potentially modified config or something like that. If you're doing some kind of meme ramming build. That's a possibility. So vents, IRM, rammer, IA, hardening, definitely a player. Turbo's a player. Potentially modified config, I don't know. And obviously coated optics are all players and possibilities. So you can really, at tier 6, and that's what's kind of fun to me anyway about tier 6, is you can build these kind of different builds and you don't lose that much based on the gameplay at tier 6. You can sort of do a little bit more experimentation. You can do that at tier 10 as well, but you are, if you're not going with kind of what's the more or less agreed 1 or 2 setups, you're either really good and you're taking advantage of some specific part about that tanker, or you're giving up a little capability. That's just the way it is. All right, guys, thanks for tuning in. Y'all have a great rest of your Tuesday, and we will see ya.